Hello everyone! Welcome back to another video of Where in the World is Stephanie Sjaardema. I'm so excited to have you back joining me for another travel destination. This week we are going to be driving. We're going to be going northeast, so go ahead and grab your map so you can follow along and see where we're headed. This drive is going to take about 3 days, so get your snacks, a lot of movies to watch, some games to play with your family and friends, and do not forget your passport. I'll see you in a couple days once we've crossed the border. Welcome back! I just went through customs, which means I crossed the border and we're in a brand new country. I always love going through customs because it symbolizes the start of a brand new adventure, and also I get to get my passport stamped, and I love collecting the stamps to keep track of all of the amazing adventures we've been on. The first thing I want to do now that we're in this brand new country is to stop at McDonald's. Now, that might sound a little bit crazy, and I actually never go to McDonald's here in the United States, but in this country, they have something special on their menu, and it's a traditional dish that can be found in restaurants all across the country. It is called poutine. Poutine is French fries with gravy on top, and then topped with cheese curry, and it is delicious. Another favorite fast food restaurant here in this country is called Tim Hortons. Now, in the United States, you probably go to Starbucks if you want some coffee, tea, or some sweets. Well, in this country, everyone goes to Tim Hortons, or as the locals call it, Timmy's. It's the place you can find all the locals hanging out in the morning, drinking their coffee, and getting donuts. The further north we drive, the colder it gets. But I love it because that means we're getting even closer to our final destination. But we still have a little bit more to drive. I love it because when you look outside, you can see all the different things that happen in this country that are different from in America. The first thing that I notice is the speed limit signs. Back home in America, everything is in miles per hour, or how many miles until our next destination. So maybe you drive 60 miles per hour down the street. Not here. It's in kilometers per hour, and all of the city signs say how many kilometers till the next destination. It takes a lot of math for me to calculate what that would be in miles, so I can better understand how fast we're going. The other thing that's different is every sign is in French. Now, I should teach you something about this country first. Instead of having states, like America does, they have provinces and territories. There are 10 provinces and 3 territories. Now, in every other province and territory in this country, they have the official languages of French and English. But even though they have 2 official languages, most everyone speaks English and all the signs are in English. But this province is special because its only official language is French. That means that almost everyone you meet learned French before English, so French is their preferred language. It also means that all of the signs around town or the menus in restaurants are all written in French. Now, the people here can speak English, but I like to try French and learn new words when I'm saying hello or thank you, or even ordering food. Tu parles français? Speaking of food, the favorite French food that I've got here so far is French onion soup or crepes with maple butter, and they are delicious. Well, we reached our final city destination in this province. Now, it's not the biggest city in the province. That would be Montreal. Now, Montreal is actually where the 1976 Olympics were held. But this city isn't the biggest, but it is the capital of the province. And in my opinion, it's the most gorgeous city in the province as well. Behind me, you can see the frozen St. Lawrence River. Oh, it's simply beautiful to look at, but it's even more wonderful to go down to the river, walk along the river, or even take a ferry ride across to the other side. On this ferry, you can see the ice up close moving along the river, bumping up against the boat, and hear the ice moving together. It is one of the neatest sounds I have ever heard. But let me show you something else beautiful in this city. Behind me now is the Chateau Frontenac. Now, chateau in French, can you guess? It actually means castle. I can see why, can't you? But this building, even though it's beautiful like a castle, it isn't actually a castle. It's a hotel. But it is the most photographed hotel in the world because it is so beautiful. I can see why, can't you? A little piece of trivia about the Chateau Frontenac for you history buffs out there. If you've studied World War II, you've probably heard of D-Day. Now, D-Day was actually first thought up in this hotel. All of the leaders of the Allied countries met in this hotel. No one else could be there, and that is where they first talked about and made up the plan for D-Day. So that's pretty special in its history. Now I'm going to show you one more beautiful place in this city before we move on. And we're going to have to take a funicular or a little trolley ride down a hill, or you can walk down the stairs to get to the lower city. The Chateau Frontenac is up in the upper city, and the street that we're going to is right below it in the lower city. Be careful walking down the stairs. They're called the casse-cou stairs, or break your neck stairs, because a long time ago the stairs went just straight down, and if you slip you could fall and maybe break your neck. But don't worry about now, because they have landings and they made it a lot safer, so you'll be fine going down. Now that we're at the bottom of the stairs, you can see the beautiful Rue des Petites Champlain, or the Little Champlain Street. Rue is street and Petit is little. And as you can tell, it is adorable and it is so beautiful. Now this street is actually the oldest commercial district in Canada, and you can still go shopping in it today. My favorite is to walk up and down the street, especially at night, and see all the beautiful lights and window displays, or go in and see all of the traditional souvenirs, both for this country and this province. For this province, my favorite thing is all of the socks, the shirts, the sweatshirts, all have the beautiful blue and white flag that you can also see hanging outside in the street as you walk by. I hope you enjoyed our tour through this beautiful country, province, and city, and I hope you enjoyed learning all of the trivia. If you want to research for yourself where I am, now is the time to pause the video. Alright, for those of you who are ready to hear, let's figure out where I am. So the first thing we need to guess is the continent. So if we started in New Mexico and I drove north and east, there's no other continent I can reach except the continent we started in, which is North America. I did say that we're in a new country this time, and we crossed the border and went through customs. So what country is just above the United States of America? The only country north of us in North America. That would be Canada. So now for the province. This is a really special province because, like I said, it is the only French-speaking, officially French-speaking province. So if you look that up, you found it is the province of Quebec, or Quebec if you're saying it in French. And the city actually has that same word in it. It is Quebec City. Thanks for adventuring with me. Until next time. Bye.